What's going on, my people? You know, certain things after a while, after I ponder on it, I decide whether it's worth even speaking on because my all my attention is to reach a broader audience. And what has been going on lately on social media, on the internet, is Blue Ivy, the daughter of Jay Z and Jay Z. Um, she's 14 years old. We all know that. And whether we want to acknowledge it or not, the reality is that children find idols to worship, to mimic, to follow, to want to be like. Hey, we've all been there. We all done that. And it could be a false narrative because if we don't have anybody there to show us what's real and show us what's reality, those things that we take as being as is, we will validate it in our minds as children as being what it is and that we can achieve. Like you have a lot of, unfortunately, children in the Afro American community who figure the only way out is through athletics or entertainment, even to the point that they look at being smart as being weak or soft. But only 1% of college athletes become professionals. So when you have these young girls who looking at Beyonce, what have you, and want to be like, then they look at her daughter, Blue Ivy, who's 14 years old. You have to be 18 years of age to be a participant of the Met Gala. But concessions were made for her to attend at the age of 14 years old. Just privilege. Okay? Now, you have a lot of different things and entities that are raising our children these days, right? So, like I was reading an article, and this young girl, she was 14, she met a guy on social media, wound up getting with him, blah, blah. He wound up being a rapist. He was an adult. They caught her at the hotel with the guy. Now, Blue Ivy, she's 14. So, at the Met Gala, you can't wear sunshades, okay? So, the people at the Met Gala told her to remove the sunshades. She was obstinate. She was stubborn. She didn't remove them. Her mother asked her. She didn't do so. Her father asked her, and she didn't do so. Now, she's 14 years old, and she didn't obey those in authority and neither one of her parents. To a young child, young lady that's 14, maybe feeling herself, what does that speak to? Now, if nobody's in the home to hone that, to nurture that, and to sit her down and talk to her, she's gonna mimic that because that's who she idolized, that's who she wanna be like. Okay? Now, what does it say about the parenting? What does it say about the child? Because I don't care who you are, my child's not going to disrespect me anywhere, particularly in public. Then I seen a picture of her with her middle finger up. She's 14. And if they're not careful, she's going to get to the point where she's going to be out of control. Because she was born into privilege and she has privilege. Things that the average child would never have, would never be involved in, and couldn't even fathom the things that she has at her disposal. But to be disrespectful and ungrateful, those are traits that are ugly. Because somewhere during the nurturing process, she wasn't taught certain things. To be appreciative, to be respectful, to say miss and mister and things of that nature. And that encompasses the African American children of the future to see that type of behavior. That's just reality. So to Jay-Z or Beyonce, or they might not be raised, they might have what you call the nannies or whatever. Something needs to be done right now to correct that behavior. Cause mark my word, it's gonna be start being media, tabloids, what have you, saying this happened, she's into that. We've seen it all before, you know? And to have privilege is a blessing, but that privilege can be taken away from you. But most importantly, for the everyday child, we need to be a part of their lives to show them and teach them what reality is. But most important, to teach them to respect themselves first. Because by respecting yourself, then you can respect others. So for all those wannabe blue ivies out there, and all the parents who want little blue ivies, parenting starts in the home. So let's start now and teach those children to be respectful, to be humble, and to be appreciative. With that, I pass. Po, do holler at y'all later.